obviously a young pitcher in Job. What gave him or gave you guys some problems getting to him today?
He has good stuff. That's clear. He's got a good arm. Obviously, he's a pretty highly thought of young pitcher for them. So, when he starts pitching, you can see why he has the ability. He's got good fastball, breaking ball, changeup combination, cutter, whatever he calls it. So the stuff is there, and he made a lot of good pitches today. We got into some deeper counts, especially earlier in the outing. We weren't able to do much with those counts. We weren't able to win those at bats the way that we need to. There wasn't. We weren't able to muster much. We just weren't able to muster much against him, and I think the fact that he was able to command the strike zone and get in the strike zone for the most part, he did himself some favors by doing that. One thing that I talked about pregame that you'd like to make young pitchers do is establish that they're going to be in the zone with their stuff. And at this level, that's something that you have to do. We went down that road, but he kept pounding the zone, and we didn't have the answer today.
Does it feel like that spoiled a pretty good outing for Chris Paddock?
Yeah, Patty kept us in the game, and that's what you're looking for from your starters. And he pitched us, gave us a good full outing. Started out little, walk, and the stuff started happening in the first inning, but he settled down good and gave us what we needed to win the game. We should be able to put some runs on the board. We should be able to support him in his start. We couldn't get anything going offensively, but we're right in the game, squarely in the middle of the game. We're still in the game right there and have a chance to win the game. So he went out there and found himself, is what I would say.
I know it's early, but how do you give people hope right now?
Well, you keep working. I mean, all you can do is go out there every day, pregame, every day when we take the field, and keep pushing forward. It's not just baseball. Everyone goes through challenging times and things like that, but you can't succumb to despair or that emotion. When things are just not pumping your way, you got to find a way to just stay positive, bring good energy, work hard, and good things follow. It didn't happen today out there for us on either side of the ball, really, but that's the way that you have to approach this. You got to shock yourself sometimes and wake yourselves up sometimes, and we might be pretty close to that, because we got to play better baseball, and it's not just one or two guys. We have to play better team baseball.
What does that look like? Shocking yourself, waking yourself up? What do you mean by that?
Well, I think it's a good question, Betsy, but it can mean a lot of different things. So I'm not saying it's one thing that you got to do. You got to sometimes just not do the same thing every single day. It could mean absolutely anything. I think we could. We could be getting there where we need to make some adjustments. We need to do some different things, try some guys in different spots, and that could be one way of shaking it up a little bit.
I think it hit in the shoulder blade.
I think it was underneath, underneath, right over here, where he took it. But he said he was okay. He's built, he's a strong guy, and he, as far as an impact like that on a hit by pitch, he's going to be okay more times than not.
Seems like you kind of got a break in the eighth inning, but Jose didn't realize it. Did the umpire not yell, or did Jose not hear him? Or
well, I don't know if the umpire yelled or not, but that's not. We have to do better. Jose has to do better on that play. I mean, there's the umpires. He didn't. The guy on the other side of the field was not on the bag, and Jose didn't make it to the bag on the slide either way. And the umpire was clearly signaling safe. So we have to be on. We have to pay attention. I mean, to say the least, we have to pay attention there, and never allow something like that to happen.